Julie, Emma, nice to meet you both.
You too.
And you?
Thanks for joining me on this. How have you enjoyed the festival? Have you loved it?
Yeah. Well, she's
Not the
laughing
rain,
at me.
maybe,
No,
but-
she's laughing at me because I actually don't like festivals. I don't like being in the rain. I don't like being cold. But I've had a great time.
You are British.
I am.
You are British.
And I also now live in the sun, so I can't cope.
Oh, you're an expat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of those.
I'll just talk
So
to
she
you.
gets proper whiny. Yeah, she gets whiny.
No, I appreciate that. I think that's jealousy talking there a little bit. But guys, tell me a little bit about your business. What do you do? Give us the elevator pitch. How did you guys meet? Like,
I'll give you the what we do. So we're from It Takes Two. And what we do is we train and coach second in command. So the founders and business owners can get out of the weeds, get out of the operations and do what they're meant to do, grow and scale their business. But they need a kick-ass second in command. We train that person.
and that's traditionally like the COO or it's like maybe a general manager.
Absolutely.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, we use the term second in command. I am one, but there is so many job titles out there. Yeah. You could be an EA, an ops manager, an MD, a chief operating officer, but if you use second in command, it's the person who gets shit done.
Yeah, well, I have one of those. And he's
Sorry, he's over there.
sat behind the cameras. I'm not going to look at him right now because, I am going to look at him. He's right there, isn't he? But that's an incredible niche, though, because no one takes care of the second in command, do they? Everyone glamorizes the CEO position, the visionary, and I saw that on the back of your hoodies as well. Like, so you're going after the people left behind a little bit, aren't you?
I'll take this one.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'll just sit here.
What I would say is, as a chief operating officer for many years, that they say it's lonely at the top, but I disagree. I think business owners have loads of amazing events like today. They have masterminds, they have business coaches, but the second in command, where do they go? Where's their people? Where's their events? Where's their tribe? And we fundamentally need a community and a place to go, and we need really great training and coaching.
I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more.
Is that because he needs lots of training and coaching?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely not. It's more around like the sort of, the loneliness piece and things. And it's like, actually, the CEO or, the person, the visionary or whatever. I mean, we consider ourselves very, very equal in the business. It's not a hierarchy in that way. But we see ourselves part of the same person. I'm just outward facing, he's inward facing. And I do get to speak to a lot of people day to day, and I'm very extroverted. I get my energy from other people, but not so much sometimes. But you need kick-ass operators. You need people there running the business and making sure shit gets done. And no one's really, well, other than you two,
not till now.
Tackling that issue. How did you guys meet then?
So yes, so funnily enough, I was used to work for Julie. So I had a business many years ago, and ended up, long story, different story, but doing some freelance work. And Julie was a client of mine. Then I needed some work, so I became a client of Julie's. And then rolled on a few years, came to work for me as my communications manager. And then it was me being in the weeds, stressed, doing everything, meddling, like literally
Meddling.
A lot.
Yeah. And do you know what? Actually hating my business and thinking if somebody would just come, I'd pay them to kind of like take the business off me. And then it was a session with my business coach that did that whole, Emma, what you need to do is work, on the business, not in it. And I was like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Yeah.
Like, I know that. How? So we had it offsite. I was presenting the vision to the team. And then Julie just seemed to step up and like get what I was saying, but then really understand it. The team was still a little bit dazed, like, what's she talking about? I'm the 100 miles an hour, loads of ideas. Yeah. And Julie just really stepped up. And me and my business coach were like, it's her. She's the one. Like, she's the one that can come and be my second in command. And then, a week later, I said, maybe a couple of weeks later, let's have a chat. I think you should move into this role. You all said then...
Yeah, then it got really fun because...
Why do I think you're being sarcastic all the time?
Yeah.
Because she is.
Thanks. Because, so I come into this role, so it's Chief Operating Officer, so I felt a bit knobby. It's like a big title, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh God, it's just another label. What's this mean? But again, there was no training, no, where did I go to find out how to be a kick-ass second in command for Emma? And Emma as a visionary isn't the right person to train me on that. So I read lots of business books, I listened to podcasts, I went to a lot of business owner events, and which I really appreciated Emma taking me. And actually, I would say to all founders, if you have a second in command, take them to the events with you, because you're exposing them to, and what I was exposed to is, what are the pain points? What's keeping business owners up at night?
Yeah.
And then speaking with Emma, I then instinctively knew what I needed to do. I needed to execute her vision. I know where she wants to go. She doesn't know how to get there, but I do.
You can choose how to answer this in terms of which person answers this, but what does it take to be a kick-ass operator or a kick-ass second in command? Like, what are let's say 3 key attributes? Like, what are we talking? Are we talking resilience? Are we talking organization? What do we need?
I think things like the organization, that should be a given. We had this conversation after a coaching call I was doing with somebody who's recruiting a COO, like, Emma, how do I know I've got them? And like, we jumped on a Zoom call and like, what is it? And I think a lot of it is absolutely taking ownership of like yes, ultimately the book stops with me, but Julie never comes to me with problems. It's always, she'll let me know if there is a problem and she's solved it, or if there's something that she really can't work with, but you really do take ownership of everything. And you see the difference in people who go, oh yeah, but, oh, well, it wasn't my fault. Julie's like, sometimes like, I've screwed up, I've sorted it, and what have you. Is that taking ownership? We talk a lot about that. If the second in command for me is there to do 2 things. One is to buy back your time, and one is to execute the vision. And the reason why this is so needed is because if the second in command is there to buy back your time, they have to be the one that puts the business first, that works, like is resilient and what have you, has your back. And if they've got a problem, like if I came to you and went, oh, like I want to bounce an idea off you, we can do that all day long. Often the second in command, if they're feeling like they need to talk to somebody and they want to talk to their business owner, their very job is to buy back their time. They can't then take it up by being emotionally expensive and having a moment.
Emotionally expensive.
Yeah,
it's
a good term, isn't it?
Yeah,
we talk about that a lot. Yeah. And equally, they can't complain down because that's unprofessional. So that's why this community is needed. And it's very much, it's come from you, hasn't it? In that sense of, I had nobody. And I was like, well, I don't know, like, because it's yin and yang with exact opposites. How do I know how to train you?
Well, but put the shoe on the other foot. You answer the question as well. Like, what do you recognize in yourself?
Yeah.
Like that moment you stepped up and then, talking to the business coach and she's the one, like, what did you do? Like, what was the pivotal moment? What did you do to go, I'm having this. This is me.
Like, let's go.
Yeah.
So for me, as a second in command, but for me personally, I had to believe in the vision. I had to believe where we were going, and I had to be completely aligned with that. And I had to think, I can see myself, and what does success look like for me in Emma's vision? So if I'm aligned with it, I want to get Emma there. I want to get the business owner there, because, and let's be honest, second in commands, we're not visionaries. I can't do what Emma does. So I don't have, I have ideas and I'm strategic, but I don't have,
you don't have your head in the clouds, do you, really?
Yeah, 100 before she gets out, has a breakfast.
Yeah.
But for me, what I did was, that's where we're going, and I made sure we had clarity. Like, that's where we're going. What do the numbers look like? What does success look like? How do we know we've landed there?
Right.
Like, I need to tangibly know what that looks like, or we're going off and not knowing what the end destination is. But what I did then is, once I got that clarity, I then put the steps in place, the milestones, and I drove accountability within the team. And that is what my superpower is getting the right people on the bus, getting them aligned, giving them clarity. I'm the filter between Emma and the team, or the second in command should be that filter. Emma doesn't go direct to the team. I mean, they love her, and but she doesn't go direct to them. She calls Mary hell. You know what I mean? And I've got to articulate that vision and journey at a speed and a language they understand.
God, you're like a translator. You're like,
yeah,
you're like,
absolutely.
With a filter.
you're like Queen Conduit, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like,
And I've got to get
can
that
have that one, by the way.
team. Thank you.
You're
I'm going to get a
welcome.
T-shirt.
Well,
I'll print you one.
one of the things, the reason why we say like go to events together is because what we all do as business owners, we come to things like this, we go to conferences, we get all the ideas, then we go running into the office full of excitement and throw up all the ideas onto the team, and they're like, what the hell? Like, and then we do it more and more. So I'm not allowed to do that. I have to control myself, get my ideas a little bit, you know, and then talk to Julie.
I was going to ask you about that because, like, you know, mine's like, you know, ideas are like, you know, 10 a minute. Like, are you the filter, or do you have to self-filter and then feed down to Julie?
Well, she makes me self-filter now because she got, I think, a bit sick of me.
Yeah,
I'll message her now, go, I've had an idea, and she'll just make me wait. And I'm like, I've had an idea. Let me
I know it's killing
Are you
her.
that annoying person that doesn't respond on
she's-
WhatsApp for like an hour?
Yeah, she does.
She does. I've got the two ticks. She knows I've read it.
But but I think for me, it's, I'll say like on our exec meetings, so it's like the leadership team, not just Julie, like, I've had an idea. This will not be the idea. So we have to train people. Don't shoot the idea down. Don't give me all the reasons why it won't work. Build on it, and then we'll get to something really good. So none of my ideas are ever the finished plan. It's just, I'm really good at problem solving. I can go, we want to do that. How about we do this? And then they'll put the reality in.
So
and then,
rather than just an idea, because ideas are cheap, aren't they? Like, you know, the actual ideation process is hard, but ideas are cheap, like to come to at the end, like in terms of they're all around us all the time, excuse me. But it's, you need to present something with a bit of a foundation, something with a little bit of meat on it, at least, because you just can't do anything with an idea, can you, Julie? Like,
No, that is
otherwise
absolutely
you
right.
might be
I think you
in
can.
that position. Do you know what I mean?
Well, Emma does call me her dream killer. So, because I probably say no to her
Sounds like a wrestling name. Right?
more than I say yes. But what I would also say, that what makes a kick-ass second in command. Don't be a people pleaser, and you should not have a yes person. That's not a second in command. You've got to be able to respectfully listen to their ideas, because that's their superpower, right? Because there is absolute dynamite in some of those ideas. So you've got to respectfully take all those ideas, but then it's a conversation, and it's about that relationship. And that's a lot of the work that we have to do with business owners.
And you two are so close. Like, I can feel that. Like,
yeah.
the energy between you is like really close, and you've known each other for a long time. So,
Yes.
you know, I can definitely see that immediately. But that relationship does that get strained because of the
Yes.
Yeah?
I was going to say no. Head in the clouds. Yeah.
Is this therapy?
No.
Shall we do
Yeah.
the therapy?
No, do you know what it is?
Can I lay down?
Is, yeah, I'm sure sometimes,
down.
like I say, when I've had an idea and she ignores me, she's probably like, you know, going, oh God, not another one. And we jokingly say the dream killer. But what we've had to learn is that there's a difference between going like at loggerheads and arguing the point, and then healthy debate.
Yeah.
And what we see, what we've learned is it's about your superpowers. So a lot of times when we see the business owner and second in command at loggerheads, because the business owners go, they're not on board with my vision. They keep asking me, they're blocking me, they're asking me questions.
Yeah.
I'm like, they just don't have clarity. This is gold dust, having somebody challenging your thinking. Like, you know, you've got to like, remember this is your superpowers, lean into it. And what we say to a lot of the second in commands is, when you are being overwhelmed by all these ideas, like, you've got to be able to distinguish between the ideas that are just us getting it out of our heads so that we can think of something fresh. So you service us in that way of getting it all out of our heads. But what ones actually need actioning? And there's so many people in that position who get overwhelmed because they think that everything the business owner's saying is they actually want to make happen.
Yeah.
And there's just some really nice tools and techniques that we give them to say, this is how you just stop that.
Are you okay to share a couple of those techniques? Like, just like really.
Yeah, I mean, one of them for
some
me is,
takeaways for people to maybe take away.
Yeah, no. So one of them is, I say to sort of second in commands, is have two books, two different colours, and then just say to the business owner, like, have one for ideas and one for action, and just saying which book. So if I came in, we don't have to do this now because we're so used to it, but imagine the physical environment. Oh, I've been to this event. We should do this. We should do that. We should go there. Like, which book, or put it on the whiteboard, leave it, and then say every now and then to the business owner, are these the ideas still want actioning on? And they'll go and sell like, oh no, that was a stupid idea. Or that was just me spouting off, or that was just me getting excited. So I think doing the whiteboard, doing 2 different books, it's so simple, but it really matters. You've probably got more.
But I mean, there's things, we have lots of resources around business case and filters and how to work through an idea and things like that. But a simple question to the business owner, if you've got clarity on the vision, if an idea comes in the conversation, that's great, but is that going to get us closer or further away from that vision and end goal?
All of that.
It's the simplest thing, but it stops them in their tracks because they're excited. They're the magpie, right? They've got this lovely, shiny new idea, but it's like, that's great, but it's going to derail us from that. And that's where we're going, right? Because we're aligned to that. So even just simple, that's great, but is that going to get us closer?
Do you encounter many CEOs who just keep changing that vision to suit their idea?
Yes. Pass me a mirror.
Because that's I immediately think like that would be the obvious thing to do. It's just like, yes, it is. And by the way, the vision is now this.
But this is the challenge, though, isn't it? And that's why clarity is needed of what is the vision, because there's a million ways to get there. That whole thing about start with the end in mind. And we actually have a business. What's it called?
The vision, VAR.
The business case.
Oh, the business filter.
Yeah. So which basically, if you had if a COO has an idea, they can complete it to be able to present the idea.
Nice.
But equally, as a team or the business owner can go through it. And there's a series of questions around like, okay, what's the objective? Like, how many different ways can we get there? What's the most obvious way? Why are we discounting other ways? And then it's kind of, will it make the boat go faster? Will it get us to our vision quicker or slower? And often you know, by the time you've got to the bottom of it, you kind of go, that's not great. Because business owners, we have shiny new object syndrome.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's like, we need something like that to go, oh, is this a really good idea? Or is it just a shiny new object? And that's a great question, is what's the end goal? Will it get us there or not? Because again, if you're an ideas person that you are, like sometimes we have ideas for other people. They're not meant for us. I can list 100 ways to make money, but they're not for me.
No.
So that's what Julie does for me. It's like, great idea, but like, why would we do that?
But it's also for that second in command. It's like, that's a great idea, but not for now. We don't have the right tools, resource. We don't have the right team or skill set to do that. But that is a cracking idea. So we have to deal in the reality a little bit. And that can mean that we are the fun suckers. And, you know, but I would...
Other pet names are
available.
You're
so derogatory about yourselves, aren't you? Like,
no, but...
dream killers.
Yeah. But fundamentally, I'm putting the business first and I'm protecting the business. I'm protecting that asset. And that is part of my job. That's what second in command should be doing. You're protecting the business.
Guys, I love this. Like, where can people find you? Like, how do they get in touch with you? Because this is, I like I said to you earlier, I don't know many companies that do this. There's loads of leadership training. There's loads of CEO training, founder training, whatever. Like, but no one's looking after the second in command apart from you two. Where can they find you?
They can find us at ittakes2.global is our website. It's also our Insta. Me and Emma are both on LinkedIn. But yeah, we just want to speak to founders that are ready to take action.
Nice.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, guys, for
coming
on.
This
has been an absolute pleasure.
I could talk to you all day.
You two are hilarious.
Yeah, but we do a really good job.
You do a really good job, but why can't it be fun? Why can't it be fun? Thanks
you
so much, guys.
Thank you.
And take care and enjoy the rest of the festival.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Cheers,
guys.
guys.